Good morning, everybody. Well, good afternoon again. I hope you guys are having a good day today. Um, I want to talk about some things like I was talking about a friend last night about the whole economy and what is it? The We were talking about Japan and South Korea. My friend, if you haven't noticed, my friend likes Japanese women. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just I disagree with that culture so much. And obviously he likes the culture and I don't listen to I used to listen to K-pop and Japanese music, not anymore. uh because look, I used to, if you don't know anything about me, I used to date a Japanese woman. It was a interesting, what is it, interesting relationship. However, I didn't like the fact that she has control over the money. I don't like that. Like, I'm a Latin American man, or slash American. I don't agree with women having that ability to control the money. That's just not how it goes. But man, I'm so tired. But the thing is, the that's why that relationship didn't work, so to speak. Now, we were talking about this, and I did brought this up because it's something I know what's going to happen sooner or later about the American men. They're just going to be just like the Japanese, even not starting acting like them. You know, it's so bad. And we were talking about some. I was talking about some national stuff. Like, I like. It's important to be proud of where you come from. So to speak. However, I can't even say that out loud. Yeah, I'm talking to a girl from another country, such as Russia, even though in their eyes, in her country, she's considered liberal, but at my eyes, like, we do agree with a lot of things, so to speak. However, this is a big, huge however. I mean, the only thing is difference between us is she likes to have peace in this world. And me, I'm the opposite. I think we need to have war. Sometimes war is actually necessary. I'm okay with that. Right now, like, for example, in America, I believe we should have a civil war. We should. We should have a revolution, you know? And the fact that no one is not actually doing something about it or not thinking about this or we're not having this is a big problem with me. Deep down, I always like the fights. I always like to have an urge of doing things. I learned how to use weaponries, skills. I always hang out with the people who've been in the military. And why did I not go to the military when I was young? Because I saw what happened, what they were treated. They were treated like garbage during the early 2000s when I was actually in my teens. And I decided not to do that because I have a problem with society treating these people like garbage. Like, the fact that we have homeless veterans is just crazy. It's just crazy. You shouldn't be homeless. But again, you have some snarky ass kid who'd be like, well, they spent all their money, they did all this stuff. I'm like, well, still, whether they did that or not, they should be well treated. And I don't care what anyone says. You know, they should not be in the streets. They should be having free housing and all this stuff. And the fact that these people who never serve the government or serve the culture or the country, have the audacity to say that. So I don't respect that at all. However, for me, I would like to be one. Unfortunately, I couldn't because I saw some things. Now, going back to what we were talking about with the conversations, if you look at the average Japanese men or the average South Korean men or Chinese men, anyone from the Eastern Asian countries where fertility is dropping through the roof, like falling as we speak, they're not masculine. I don't see masculinity in them. Like, I don't see the warrior. Well, that's what I mean by that. It's not because of, in the past I was trying to say warrior, I just didn't know how to say it in the camera because this is the first time I did YouTube, but in my shorts, that's what I mean. You need to be a warrior. Everybody needs to be a warrior, you know. And when I saw that thing going on over there, it blew my mind. It really did blow my mind. And the fact that we're heading just straight like that, you know. And no, I got this guy fired up because we're supposed to have a revolution. We should take out the government. We should do all this stuff. We have the ability to do that. But I believe that men today are super, super weak, and they're not equipped to violence, and they're very comfortable, and they're overweight. It tells me that we are never going to have that. We're never going to have a revolution. We're never going to have a civil war that I want, you know? Because right now we're getting taxed the wahoo every day. Every time we get paid, we get taxed. Every time we buy a grocery store, we do get taxed. Every time we use gas, we get taxed. We're getting taxed so much, no one's not even complaining about it. It's strange. You know, our great-great-grandfather wouldn't allow this, you know? But no, here I am talking about this because it come to my mind about what's a warrior. Warriors are people who want to protect the weak, want to protect something that is worth it, you know? Like American culture is worth it, but at the same time, you got a lot of people who are very, very soft and very, very emotional, and I don't understand that. I really don't understand that. Now, the girl I was talking to right now, she's from a different culture, but when I do talk to her, I don't talk about her country because it's still foreign to me, you know. But at the same time, she's subconsciously like that warrior mentality type of guys. So right now we're going slow because it's still in the honeymoon phase. She's very young too. Um no, I just like to take things really slow with this one. But besides I just think we need to be more like warlike. We need to be more masculine. We need to work out. We need to watch what we eat. We need to perform. Eat for performance, not indulgence. People need to cut out the alcohol and smoking because sooner or later, I think we will have a war. And the question is, are you prepared for that? Majority of the people in this video who's watching it will say, no, I'm not. Neither am I. But still, you have to have that mentality of there's a possibility that you're going to probably go to war. And that could be any time. So it's important to think like this. This is a message of people who are willing to understand that we are in a crisis right now. Not a lot of people want to be, what do you call it, masculine anymore or warriors anymore. they're stepping down and letting them getting cucked over by girls, say some stupid stuff, addicted to pornographic videos. Yeah, that's another topic, but I just think we have to cut that off in our lives. And listening to vulgar music, I'm trying my best. Again, I'm new to this culture, so I'm trying my best to not listen to vulgar. Because I don't think it's making you smart, in my opinion. But no, I think it's a concept that needs to be talked and addressed, and we need to we need to come to terms with what's going on today. And this is not what we're supposed to be like as Americans, you know? And yeah. That's all I have for the day. I was just trying to do a recap of what I just heard and what we were talking about last night. But just remember the three things: exercising, the mindset, and understanding that no one's not going to save you will make you the person you should be. And have a healthy relationship with hard work. And a lot of guys today don't like that word. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're working hard and you're not doing anything, like what I mean by that is like you're working hard for nothing, then yeah, that is a waste of time. But if you're working hard on something new and learning some new stuff, that's good, you know? And on top of that, since we are living I think I'm going to pronounce this word right, gynocentrical society, I think it's important to just check out and just do your own thing because the next 5 years, my job won't exist. Your job won't exist. And you need to be part of this. And if you're not, you're gonna miss out. It's gonna make your life way, way easier to do it now. But to get into artificial intelligence, to learn new skills, and you got to ask yourself a really good question. What are you going to see yourself for the next 2 years? That's it. 2 years. We don't have 5. We don't have 10. 2 years. And if it's not like the ideal version of yourself that your grandparents will be very proud of, yeah, you're just going to bring a shame to the world, and including yourself. But anywho, I wish you guys a wonderful day. If you like the video, subscribe. And please stay safe, take care of yourself, and be the best you can, especially today. See you on the flip side. Bye.